Welcome back to the Senior Healthcare Channel, where we always accompany and share useful knowledge so that each passing day becomes a healthier and stronger step in the journey of aging. Dear friends, as we enter middle age and the senior years, many gentlemen feel that their vitality, excitement, and energy gradually decrease. This sometimes causes concern, leading some to believe that it is simply an inevitable rule of aging. However, there are small factors in our daily lifestyle that silently affect hormone function, male physiology, and overall health, which we often overlook. According to reports from the Journal of Urology and data from the American Urological Association, more than 50% of men over the age of 60 experience issues related to the prostate, urinary system, and hormones. One factor that seems simple but plays a very important role is how we drink water every day. Before we begin, if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, I encourage you to click the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you do not miss any important health tips designed especially for you. If you find today's topic helpful, please type the number 1 in the comments section. If you are not completely satisfied, please type the number 0 so I can adjust the content better in future videos. When talking about male physiology, many people often think simply about desire or emotions. In reality, behind that is a complex system operating delicately between blood circulation, aging hormones, and the nervous system. Among these, the role of blood circulation is almost the most important key. To maintain the stability of this function, blood must circulate regularly to the organs in the body, including the sensitive area related to male physiology. When there is an abundant blood flow, the tissues here receive enough oxygen and essential nutrients, which naturally helps maintain the stability of physiological function. Interestingly, more than 90% of human blood is made up of water. In other words, water is the foundation for effective blood circulation. When the body is dehydrated, the blood becomes thicker and more viscous, forcing the heart to pump harder to push the blood throughout the body. At that point, areas that need quick blood supply, such as the male physiological region, may not receive the necessary amount of blood. Chronic dehydration, even at a mild level, can reduce circulating blood volume, slowing down the transportation of oxygen and nutrients. Over time, this can directly affect the quality of male physiological activity, causing gentlemen to experience noticeable decline without knowing where the real cause lies. A study published in the Journal of Sexual Medicine once pointed out that even a slight decrease in body water volume can lead to reduced peripheral circulation function, thereby affecting vitality in middle-aged men. Therefore, drinking water properly not only helps maintain stable blood pressure and protect the heart, but also plays a foundational role in supporting healthy male physiology as age increases. When mentioning male hormones, most people immediately think of age as the main reason why these hormones gradually decrease over the years. However, there is a silent factor that few people pay attention to, which is chronic dehydration in the body. In its natural operation, the body always prioritizes survival first. When dehydrated, the body automatically activates conservation mechanisms, redirecting energy and nutrients to more important functions, such as regulating blood pressure, maintaining temperature, and protecting cardiovascular and kidney functions. In this situation, the production of aging hormones may become a lower priority. This means that when the body is dehydrated for a long time, the natural synthesis of testosterone may slow down. This is why many gentlemen, even without serious illness, still feel tired, lack vitality, and lose interest in daily life. In addition, dehydration also leads to an increase in cortisol, also known as the stress hormone. This is a natural self-defense mechanism of the body. When cortisol levels rise, it tends to suppress the production of testosterone. The relationship between these two hormones is like a seesaw. When one rises, the other easily decreases. This invisibly causes gentlemen to fall into male hormonal imbalances, directly affecting male physiology and quality of life. A study published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism pointed out that even mild dehydration can significantly reduce testosterone levels in healthy middle-aged men. Fortunately, this condition can be completely improved by properly and regularly replenishing water every day, helping the body maintain stable aging hormones and support the necessary balance for overall health. During healthcare consultations for middle-aged and senior gentlemen, one thing I clearly notice is that most people know drinking water is important. However, the way many people practice it contains hidden mistakes that quietly reduce the effectiveness of water supplementation. The first mistake that many people make is drinking water only when they feel thirsty. When the body signals thirst, the level of dehydration has already reached a certain point. Especially in older adults, the sense of thirst gradually decreases with age, causing them to often remain mildly dehydrated without realizing it. The second mistake is the habit of drinking a large amount of water in a short period of time. Many gentlemen stay busy all day, and only in the late afternoon do they remember to drink water, trying to consume a large amount at once. In reality, pouring a large volume of water into the body forces the circulatory system to adjust suddenly while increasing the risk of electrolyte imbalance. If done frequently, another common mistake is the preference for drinking cold water, even ice water. Although cold water brings instant refreshment, it can temporarily constrict blood vessels, affecting natural blood circulation. For older gentlemen, such small effects, when accumulated over time, may interrupt blood flow to the sensitive area related to male physiology. Many people also overuse beverages like coffee, strong tea, wine, or beer in daily life. These drinks have diuretic properties, causing the body to lose water more quickly. When water loss is not replenished in time, chronic dehydration can easily occur. This is a silent factor contributing to the weakening of hormone function and the gradual loss of vitality over time. In addition, many gentlemen have the habit of drinking extra water right after eating water-rich fruits, such as watermelon or oranges. This can dilute digestive enzymes, causing bloating and abdominal discomfort, indirectly affecting the absorption of essential nutrients needed for hormone production. A study at Mayo Clinic once recorded that drinking water too quickly or consuming too much in a short period of time can cause imbalances in minerals such as sodium and magnesium. These are essential micronutrients for the nervous system, muscles, and for supporting healthy male physiology. Understanding these common mistakes is an important first step to adjusting water drinking habits properly, bringing real benefits to overall health and hormone function for middle-aged and senior gentlemen. While drinking water the wrong way can silently cause harm, adjusting water drinking habits properly can become a wonderful tool that helps the body operate smoothly. From blood circulation to hormonal balance. One of the first important factors is posture. While drinking water, in younger people, the habit of walking while drinking or drinking while working may not cause immediate effects. However, for older adults, sitting calmly while drinking water helps relax the sympathetic nervous system, creating favorable conditions for the absorption of water and minerals into the bloodstream, while also helping the digestive system function more steadily. Secondly, the speed of drinking water also plays a crucial role. Instead of gulping down quickly, experts always encourage taking small sips spread evenly throughout the day. This method helps the body maintain stable blood volume, supports better blood circulation, and reduces the risk of insufficient blood flow to sensitive areas related to male physiology. Water temperature is another factor that many people easily overlook, especially in older adults. Consuming very cold water can cause peripheral blood vessel constriction, affecting circulation. Room temperature or slightly warm water is considered more suitable because it gently dilates blood vessels and supports digestion. A small habit that brings surprising benefits is holding the water in the mouth for a few seconds before swallowing. When water mixes with saliva, the absorption of trace minerals through the oral mucosa begins immediately, helping to balance electrolytes and more effectively improve aging hormone function. According to research documents from the National Institute on Aging in the United States, adjusting drinking speed, drinking posture, and water temperature has proven effective in helping control blood pressure, stabilize prostate function, and indirectly support healthier male physiology in individuals over 60 years old. Thus, even though these are small adjustments, if maintained regularly and persistently each day, gentlemen can fully support the body's natural and safe self-regulation of physiological functions without the need for complicated or expensive methods. Many gentlemen who begin practicing proper water drinking habits share a common feeling that their bodies gradually become lighter, their minds clearer, and most notably, their vitality seems to recover naturally without complicated interventions. Behind these changes are a series of positive biological effects quietly taking place inside the body. When the body receives enough water, the blood becomes thinner and flows more easily. The heart no longer has to pump forcefully as it does when the blood is thicker. As a result, delivering blood to important organs, including the sensitive area related to male physiology, becomes smoother and more efficient. Good blood circulation is one of the core factors supporting stable and lasting physiological function in middle-aged and older men. In addition, when the liver and kidneys are adequately hydrated, they work more efficiently in regulating and eliminating excess hormones, while also supporting the production of essential components needed to maintain male hormonal balance. This is also an important factor in stabilizing aging hormones in men over 60. Another significant effect is on mood and mental state. When the body is dehydrated, the brain easily becomes fatigued, leading to feelings of discouragement, anxiety, or reduced confidence. On the contrary, when the brain receives sufficient water, it functions more flexibly, improves concentration, and helps gentlemen maintain calmness and stability in work and daily life. A study published in the Journal of Sexual Medicine showed that men who maintained a consistent and proper water drinking regimen for 6 weeks experienced significant improvements not only in overall health, but also in vitality and mental well-being. This result further reinforces that sometimes health does not come from complicated interventions, but from very simple habits that are performed regularly and correctly. With a solid scientific foundation, a proper water drinking deserves to be considered one of the important keys in the safe, natural, and sustainable journey of sexual health care for older adults. As we enter middle age and the senior years, the body begins to experience a series of subtle changes that we may not always easily recognize. Among these, the ability to self-regulate water balance and sense thirst gradually decreases over time. This is why the habit of drinking water properly becomes increasingly important as we grow older. In younger people, when mildly dehydrated, the body quickly sends warning signals so we can replenish water in time. However, in older adults, the thirst mechanism gradually weakens. This means that many gentlemen live in a state of chronic dehydration without realizing it. Prolonged dehydration silently affects many organs, including the hormonal system, male physiology, and aging hormone function. When the body is dehydrated, the blood thickens, forcing the heart to work harder to pump blood throughout the body. Over time, this not only puts strain on the cardiovascular system, but also reduces the efficiency of blood circulation to sensitive areas involved in male physiological function. This may explain why many gentlemen over 60, even with reasonable diet and exercise, and you still notice a gradual decline in vitality over the years. In addition, when kidney and liver functions are affected by dehydration, the regulation of aging hormones may also be disrupted. This not only reduces male hormones, but also affects mood, sleep, and the body's ability to recover. In fact, this condition is closely linked to common urinary issues in the elderly, such as nighttime urination, fréque urination, or mild daytime leakage. Medical documents from the National Institute on Aging emphasize that even a mild episode of prolonged dehydration can increase the risk of prostate and urinary dysfunction in older men. This is why maintaining a regular and reasonable water drinking habit each day becomes even more meaningful as we enter middle age and the senior years. When the body is well hydrated, the organs function more smoothly, Hormone function stabilizes, the mind becomes clearer, and life energy is naturally restored. That is why senior health care sometimes does not require complicated therapies, but only small, persistent adjustments in daily habits. After understanding the role of water in male physiology, and many gentlemen often ask a very practical question: how should one drink water each day in a reasonable and safe way? In reality, there is no rigid formula that applies to everyone. However, there are basic principles that, if applied correctly, will help the body gradually rebalance aging hormone functions. Naturally, in the morning right after waking up. The body has gone many hours without water. This is an important time to restart blood circulation and biological functions. Gentlemen should begin the day with a warm glass of water, about 300 to 400 milliliters, sipped slowly in small amounts. This helps thin the blood, promote circulation throughout the body, including to sensitive areas related to male physiology. In the mid-morning, another small glass of water may be supplemented with a bit of natural mineral salt. This helps balance electrolytes, especially in older adults who may be mildly deficient in sodium, potassium, or magnesium due to declining absorption and mineral regulation. Balanced electrolytes help the nervous system, muscles, and hormone functions operate more smoothly. During lunch and the afternoon, water intake should be spread evenly throughout the day, about 150 to 200 milliliters each time. It is important to drink when the body feels comfortable, avoiding hurried drinking while too hungry or right after a full meal. When sitting while drinking, the parasympathetic nervous system is activated, allowing the body to absorb water easily and supporting stable blood circulation. In the evening, it is advisable to stop drinking water at least 1 hour before bedtime to limit nighttime urination, helping gentlemen have a more continuous sleep. A deep, sufficient sleep also allows male hormones to regenerate effectively throughout the night. The water temperature should be kept at room temperature or slightly warm. Avoid drinking very cold water, especially in the evening, as it can constrict peripheral blood vessels, affecting blood circulation and body temperature regulation. The most important point in the daily water drinking routine is not the absolute amount, but the consistency, persistence, and understanding of one's own body's needs. When done correctly, gentlemen will clearly feel a recovery of vitality, mental clarity, and overall health stability, including aging hormone functions. After all the sharing today, you may now have a clearer and more complete picture of the connection between proper water drinking and male physiological health in middle-aged and senior years. Although it is a simple daily action, when done correctly, water can become a truly valuable companion in the journey of caring for aging hormones. stabilizing hormonal balance, supporting the prostate, and maintaining urinary system stability. In reality, our bodies have an amazing ability to self-recover when given the right conditions. Among these, water is one of the most fundamental and sustainable foundations. When the body is well hydrated, blood circulation improves, hormones stabilize, and nervous system function and mood gradually become steadier and more balanced. However, I always remind gentlemen that while self-care is very important, do not forget to have regular medical checkups to fully understand your overall health condition. Especially when unusual changes persist over time, the combination of scientific knowledge, reasonable daily habits, and specialized medical advice will help gentlemen maintain comprehensive health, staying strong and full of vitality even as the years go by. If you find today's sharing helpful, please click subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you do not miss upcoming topics. In the next video, we will continue to share simple home exercises that help reduce leakage and strengthen the pelvic area for older gentlemen. Do not forget to type the number 1 in the comment section if you enjoy this content. If you have additional suggestions, please enter the number 0 so we can continue improving the content to better meet the healthcare needs of each person in their senior years.